Good morning and welcome to another episode of Asia Unscripted. I am on the road. I am in a city called Cagayan De Oro, or I'm going to refer to it in this video as CDO. So I'm staying in these brand new condos. I mean, they're still building some of the towers. There's hardly anybody here. But it's a good location, and I'll show you why shortly. These condos are called Mes Verte Residences, and it's one of the newer condos here. Thank you. Morning. People here are a lot more friendlier than they are in Cebu and Manila. Kind of reminds me of Baguio. So CDO is one of the major cities on the island of Mindanao. It has a population of about 750,000 people, around the same size as Seattle or Portland if you're from the States, but it's definitely a lot more provincial in a lot of ways than other cities in the Philippines like Cebu and Manila. And you'll see here as soon as we walk out here to the street. So here's your local Filipino neighborhood. Not really any sidewalks to speak of. I had a comment in my last video. Someone was asking about sidewalks in the Philippines. For the most part, the sidewalks are non-existent, except for those areas I showed you, the expat type areas like IT Park, BGC, McKinley Hill. Then you'll find sidewalks. Those areas are a lot more walkable. Here you're kind of walking with the traffic, so you kind of have to keep an eye out. Usually I would be on the other side of the street, walking against traffic, but I gotta make a right turn up here. So here's an example of a sidewalk. So if you were in a wheelchair, you would kind of have a hard time with the sidewalk. There's a lot of obstacles. The sidewalk is not exactly flat, so yeah, you would have a lot of issues. So we're coming up on one of the reasons why I like this city. Just like any other city in the Philippines, there are malls. This is quickly turning into a mall culture type of place. So right there is the SM Mall. There's two of them in CDO. This one is the SM CDO Downtown Premier. So the Premier is kind of the higher level SM malls. It's like 5 levels. It's really nice inside. It's not open at this time. It's about 9 in the morning. So very big mall. Just opened recently. This is a major road. Go to the left, you can head towards the city of Butuan, which I've been to before. And the way we're going now, about 30 kilometers down the road is the airport. About 60 kilometers down the road is a city called Iligan. One of the downsides of CDO is the airport is actually far away from the city. It took me about an hour to get to the airport, or get from the airport to the city last night. What I like about CDO, I showed you one mall. If we would have went the other way, there would have been another mall. For a long time, the city just had 1 or 2 malls, but just recently, in the last several years, there has been more malls built. And there's one right across the street. I'll show you on the outside. Centriole Mall, I think it's called. which is an Ayala Mall. Ayala and SM and Gaisano are the big players as far as malls go. So we got a food park. Basically just a lot of street food in one place. So sisig, liempo, those are the prices. It's about 50 pesos to the dollar. You can put 2 and 2 together. So basically just a place where you can get a lot of food and have a place to sit to eat it. Really cheap, really cheap. So like I said, this Centriole Mall, it's a mall owned by Ayala. I don't know if you guys see that sign that says the marketplace. That is a Roostin's supermarket. It's an upscale supermarket. You'll be able to find a lot of Western items in there. This mall is really nice. It's nice. Hard to believe, but it's nicer than the SM that we saw back there. I'll try to take a tour of these malls, but they kind of frown a little bit on filming inside the mall. Security gets a little cranky about that, so I may not be able to do that, but I'll try. Just like other cities in the Philippines, you have your jeepneys. They have even something called mini jeepneys I've seen. Maybe you guys can give me a better name for them. I'll try to show you guys what I'm talking about here in a little bit. But as far as I know, there's 4 malls on the same street. Oh, I got some flowers being sold. 4 malls on the same street, all within walking distance, really, if you don't mind a little bit of heat. If you don't like heat, then if you not a fan of the heat, there's plenty of taxis in the city. No problems there. And there's also a teleperformance call center at the top of this mall. That's pretty common in the Philippines too, at the top of malls, having call centers. So you can work, get lunch, all in the same place. There's a Burger King across the street, typical Burger King, with a couple of other Filipino items. So across from the Centriole Mall, we have a Gaisano City Mall. Oops, above the Caltex. Caltex is, I believe it's Texaco. But Gaisano is more, I apologize for the power lines. Gaisano is more the mall for the locals. You're gonna find a lot more Filipinos, your everyday Filipino in there, rather than over here. Over here, you're gonna find more your well-to-do Filipinos and foreigners. Foreigners, you're not gonna find so much in the Gaisano Mall. In the Gaisano Mall, there's not as much Western food available. So we're in Centriole, SM. You're gonna find TGI Fridays. You're gonna find McDonald's. You're gonna find Sbarro, Kenny Rogers Roasters. You're not gonna find a lot of that in Gaisano Mall. So, anyways, I hope to get some more videos. I can't guarantee it. I will, but I'm gonna give it a try. So I really appreciate my subscribers and people who are watching this video. If you're not a subscriber, I hope you subscribe and Chowking. Woo. I hope to see you guys again on Asia Unscripted.